Today's video is brought to you by CampingSurvival.com. Please click the link below, and for all your camping and survival gear, please visit CampingSurvival.com.
Hello everyone, welcome back to AMTV News. I'm your anchor, Topher Morrison. It's May 13th, 2013. And in our first story today, it's the IRS's enemy list. The war on you. Rather than a citizen questioning their government over how and when their tax dollars are being spent, the U.S. Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, has exposed the attitude of the current paradigm in Washington, that you, the citizen, should be scrutinized first and foremost. This is what we know so far with respect to the IRS's recent scandal. ABC News reveals that according to the Inspector General, in a report to be released later this week, that special groups seeking tax exemption meeting the following criterion were targeted for additional scrutiny by the IRS as early as March of 2010. Any group filing for tax exemption describing themselves as, quote, patriot, Tea Party, limiting expanding government, making America a better place to live, being part of Glenn Beck's 9/12 movement, deriding government debt, concerned about taxes, educating citizens on the Constitution and Bill of Rights, and groups whose file included criticism of how the country is being run. The IG report contradicts public statements made by not only the IRS Commissioner Douglas Shulman, but Lois G. Lerner, who oversees tax-exempt groups for the IRS. The questions asked of these organizations by the IRS may not have only been inappropriate and highly invasive, but outright illegal, as the IRS demanded intimate details of groups' donor lists, volunteers, and corporate minutes, reports WorldNet Daily. This sort of partisan targeting runs afoul of numerous rights enshrined in our Constitution, namely freedom of speech and equal protection, as similar scrutiny was not offered to progressive or liberal groups. But why again does it reflect the current paradigm I mentioned before? Because it's the same attitude the government held in 2009 when InfoWars and Fox News revealed that a Missouri Information Analysis Center, popularly known as the MIAC report, exposed that similar groups as those targeted in 2010 by the IRS included pro-life activists, third-party advocates, groups whom displayed political paraphernalia, Second Amendment groups. Even those citizens supporting libertarians Ron Paul and Bob Barr were being targeted by fusion centers set up by President George W. Bush after 9/11. According to the mindset of the Department of Homeland Security, if you were on MIAC's radar, you could have very well been a member of a domestic paramilitary group. So today's IRS scandal shows what can happen under any given administration, Republican or, as in this case, Democrat. The IRS is stronger than ever with the passage of Obamacare and a blossoming budget to enforce the largest body of tax law in world history. It will continue to be as strong in the next administration and could be wielded as destructively. America is in a very sensitive mood these days, and this type of intimidation contributes to the profound distrust that American people have in government, according to Suzanne Collins, Republican Senator of Maine. But thankfully, many others across the aisle recognize the potential to be on the other end of the government's tax barrel. Quote, targeting groups based on their political views is not only inappropriate, but it is intolerable, the Montana Democrat and Senate Finance Committee Chair Max Baucus said in the statement. He likewise joins House Republicans in a full investigation. Some, however, like Michelle Bachmann, claim the IRS story is a smokescreen for an administration already in battle due to Benghazi, a story the mainstream press still has yet to entirely expose for what it was, a botched international gun-running operation which has emboldened a dangerous and anti-American Islamic Jihad in Syria, an operation whose ancillary victims, aside from 4 American citizens, including 1 U.S. ambassador, were Syrian Christians and tens of thousands of Syrian citizens caught in the crossfire. Capturing every corner of the alternative media, watch AMTV News Monday through Friday. Follow me on Twitter at AMTV News and like us on Facebook at Greenwave TV and me at The Real Topher Morrison. Find my source material and more videos like these at AMTV Media and Greenwave.com. Both are part of the AMTV network. This is AMTV News, the voice of independence.